We strive toward this dream of peace, where all species can share common ground. Yet no dream will protect us from you.
After all the secrecy, the delays, the behind-the-camera drama, and new launch dates, Star Trek Discovery finally just ended its debut just now on CBS. And honestly, as the Brian Fuller and Alex Kurtzman created series now moves to be exclusively seen on CBS All Access, you ain't seen nothing yet. This Sonequa Martin Green-led ride, designed to serve as subscriber bait for the fledgling streaming service, is going to get wilder and more surprisingly conventional in what essentially becomes NCIS meets Aliens, in the best way. I say that because watching the Michelle Yeoh Captain Shenzhou in this first and only broadcast episode of this version of the adventures that Gene Roddenberry first flew into the final frontier in 1966, some of you might be wondering, where is the USS Discovery of the title? Because you didn't see it tonight, and you won't see it in the Battle at the Binary Stars episode 2 that is now up on CBS All Access. But hold on, Discovery's coming.
The Klingon Empire has been in disarray for generations.
We've encountered them.
We have been waiting for someone worthy of our attention.
Captain, incoming!
With its Klingon war cries, often exquisite and meticulous production design, and often over-explanatory scripts, the first 2 episodes of Discovery, which take place about a decade before the time period of the William Shatner-led original Star Trek, are best treated like a little movie that is setting up the scenario that is the weekly series. And when Discovery and its battle-scarred captain, played by the OA's Jason Isaacs, do show up, they take off in a very different and phasers a lot more than stunned direction. A direction where, as Walking Dead vets Martin Green's Vulcan-raised First Officer Michael Berman and some Beatles, Chuck Yeager, Amelia Earhart, and the Art of War shoutouts make apparent, the future is female and familiar. Sometimes familiar in its connection to the larger Star Trek universe, and sometimes too familiar in the shortcomings of, say, Big Four-based TV, where certainly the sometimes plot point-scattered scripts could use a bit more finesse and weight. Besides references that would surely be outdated by the time this is supposed to take place, and science jargon to give the sturdy Martin Green, Isaacs, and Hellboy's Doug Jones as Saru of the newly introduced Klepkins more to propel further into this newish universe with.
You know what we need to do?
We need to win.
That's the spirit.
Moonves and CBS are playing a long game bottom line with the first new Star Trek series since the Scott Bakula Enterprise premiered in 2001. And they have a lot riding on the 15-episode Discovery to make the jump to warp speed for All Access, where episodes will drop every Sunday night till November 5th, and then pick up with the back-end 7 episodes in 2018. As this new Star Trek tries to find its way, as almost every show does, let's be honest. I'm not saying that every episode of the first season of Discovery needs to hit the heights of the Next Generation Borg-based Best of Both Worlds episodes, but I will say that that's the small screen Star Trek standard to aim for in this era of peak TV. And the building blocks are there with this series. And that's a welcome discovery unto itself. So live long, Star Trek Discovery, and prosper.